Hate to say it to ya, hate to break it to ya, but we ain't gon' make it cause this just ain't no true love. Yeah, we started out as friends, parked out in my Benz, and on my windows 10, so we start to get it in. Fast forward, now we arguing again and again and again over every little thing. I'm like, when will it end? Something told me get to rolling, pack your shit and hit the 10. So that's just what I did. Yep, I slid up out that bitch, but before I hit the road, at least I leave a little note. Like to hear it go. Bitch, don't choke on my smoke, cause I'm gone. Adios.
Welcome to a new episode of the LEZ Factor. We appreciate you guys for joining us again. So we have some new cast members once again. To my right, I have Hannah. She is a medical social worker. Next to her, I have Jessica, season 3 regular. She is an author and also the starter of Lesbo Apparel. Check her out. Next to her, we have Azure. She is a celebrity massage therapist. Then also we have Fallon. She is a local celebrity hair colorist. We're gonna put that out there in the aura for you. Next to her, we have Bianca. Bianca is a pharmaceutical sales rep. And we have our cast regular, Savannah. She's a model, actress extraordinaire. We love her every time. All right, the first question. The person said, my question is, when you have two lipstick lesbians or femmes, how do you decide who wears the strap? My last girlfriend never let me wear it. Only she was allowed to. And I think I developed a complex about it. Now I'm afraid to try it on the next person. Is that normal?
Oh, no.
I don't want to be bad in bed with a nervous stroke. Oh, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I already told her, like, I literally laughed out loud at the question of nervous stroke. But honestly, that was her question. She wants to know, like, you know, is it normal to feel a complex about it? Or how do you decide who wears the strap?
I think that if you are nervous about it, don't act like you're nervous. Just be like, own it, you know? Don't be brand new. Be like, I know this and grab it. Don't tell a person that's brand new your first time. You know, like this shot right here, my first shot. Don't say that. Be like, yo, I got this right here. This right here, done. It's a wrap. This right here, it's a wrap. Now I got this. Take it. You're gonna take it and love it and boom.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Boom. That's how we love it. And boom. All right, Jessica. How do you decide who wears it? And is it normal for her to have a complex about it because she never got to wear it before in her last relationship?
Okay, I don't think it's indicative of the way she feels that she wanted to wear the strap on. I don't think it necessarily means that you weren't doing your thing or she didn't trust you, because I don't like penetration at all. So I've actually never taken a strap on. I always take a strap on. It's true. I don't even like fingers inside. It's just true. So it's nothing against you. I just feel like that's what I like to do, and I've dated people that don't like that, and so I don't do it. But if you like it, I'm game.
I love you.
I'm just from the position to be honest. Like, I mean, I don't know. Just be honest. I probably would say, dude, I haven't done this, like I haven't worn it, but I don't think, how do you decide somebody wears it if they're both femme? You just say, do you want to wear it or do I want to wear it? Like, what does it matter? I don't know. It's a weird question.
I'm not used to a conversation about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
just wear it.
Put it on. Like, here, you're gonna take this quick. Hold on. If you're not gonna wear it, I mean, let's say if you're not gonna take it, I might just put it on you and be like, look, okay, you might later on you might feel.
So she's just gonna put it on you. Okay, you're trying to do.
No, I'm not saying I'm gonna rape you, but I'm gonna put it on you.
Say the R word.
That's not what she said.
I don't know, maybe the more dominant person can start the discussion.
Yes.
Of like, who wears it? Are you okay with this? Have you done this before? If not, then I'll wear it and I'll show you how to do it. I don't know.
Okay. Fallon?
Well,
I'm game with strapping a girl down all day, every day. So
Yes,
that's
there's
really,
hope
it's
with
interesting.
Fallon.
It's
There's
interesting
hope.
that to hear, like, you know, other lesbian women are like, oh, I don't know about this conversation, because I'm like, I need to be able to strap you down. Otherwise, you can't even be girlfriend. Like, Jesus, let me tell you.
I mean, that's my favorite thing to do.
Well,
To
yeah,
strap
but,
him down, that's not to
what
be
was the
strapped.
question? Exactly.
The question said,
Sounds
when you
like
have two
someone
lipstick
else.
lesbians or femmes, how do you decide who wears the straps?
Oh, well, honestly, it should be fluid all day. Like, I feel like whether it's two lipstick lesbians, whatever, or two studs together, who gives a shit? I feel like as women, we need to explore our sexuality, period. So I don't think it should be a boundary at all, honestly. And if you don't know what you're doing, in a way, yeah, maybe you can go the route of saying like, oh, I don't know, I'm not comfortable. But honestly, I feel like, you know, you fake it till you make it all day. So, yeah.
Bianca?
Well, I don't think it's unusual for one partner to not want penetration. That's fine. My girlfriend personally doesn't like it, but not yet. Anyway.
We're still working on it.
But yeah, it is okay to be nervous about doing it, you know, in future partners. However, it's just like riding a bike. You'll be fine. Like,
It's like
just
riding
do
a
it
bike.
again, get comfortable, and you'll be fine with it. So I don't think it's bad to be nervous about it.
Savannah?
Read it one more time.
Said, when you have two lesbians or femmes, how do you decide who wears the strap? My last girlfriend was the only one allowed to wear it, and I have a complex. I don't want to be bad in bed with a nervous stroke.
I'm just really interested in what
But
they
you know what? It's I don't know how you would decipher that. I think it depends on whoever is more dominant, I would say, I guess.
But I think that's part of the question. Like, how do you
Right.
decipher who is more dominant?
Right. Maybe who's more aggressive, maybe?
Yeah.
Or I guess, I don't know. Me and my girlfriend, she's not a lipstick, but she's, I would say, steadish, and I'm more aggressive emotionally, though. But she will not do any strap. With me. She'll do it to me, but I can't do it to her.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it would just
Would you be
this-
nervous if you had to do it to her?
Oh no, I would love to do it to
Not-
her, but
not
she
this
won't
one.
let me. I've tried it, and she gets to right before the finish line, and she's like, she won't do it. So I don't know.
You know, I don't think this is just a film on film question. I've
Right.
dated a couple studs, and they'd be like, Aaron, the first stud I ever dated, who was technically my girlfriend, was like, I want the strap. I had never strapped before, because I had only dated femmes, and all the femmes I dated didn't like straps.
Wow.
So they did not like straps. They like head, they like fingers, they didn't like straps.
I get that.
So the first stud I dated, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I judged like, oh, so you want the strap? Are you straight? I don't understand.
Right.
But am I not gonna do it? No, I did it, and she loved it. Next thing I know, I'm getting a text from her ex-wife was texting me like, oh, I heard you put the strap down. And I was like, really? Okay, great. I did great.
What?
You know, so, I mean, it's not just femmes that are nervous about it. I mean, everybody. If you're not doing it constantly or on a consistent basis, anybody's nervous. But if you do it, she likes it, keep moving on. If you don't, she'll tell you what the fuck she wants, and you do that. You move on. You know what I mean? It's all about pleasing your partner. I don't think that it's about, you know, like, oh, I'm afraid. Conquer that shit. If you're afraid, strap that shit on. Find you a girl who likes it. Do your damn thing. You know what I mean?
As long as you have confidence in whatever you're doing. That's
Yeah,
the
because
most
I just went
important
in like I was a professional. That was a lie, but I went in like I was a professional. It is what it is.
Right.
All right, next question was, y'all are laughing, I'm dead ass serious. Question was, is chivalry dead? Would you want your girl to pull out your chair, open doors for you, or is that patronizing? I find that sometimes if I see a lady, I'll open the door for her and she'll act offended, like I did something wrong. I'm just being polite. Is chivalry dead? Hannah?
No, I'll be respectful. I'm a lady, so if you will do that, then yes, open my door, no problem, because I will do that all day to my nieces, nephews, girlfriends. You know, I'm single. I'm super single. I'm I'm a super single.
Super single.
Super single.
However, yes, it's all about being respectful and appreciating the company that you're with. To me.
Jessica?
I'm very chivalrous. I mean, I open the door for strangers and, you know, my building, I'm just that way. But, I mean, it would be nice if I opened the door for her, that she reaches across and opens the door for me. I think that would be nice, but I'm not going to ixnay you if you didn't. But I would notice it.
Is your chivalry dead?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh.
because I've never dated somebody who didn't walk on the street side when I walk, who doesn't
Oh.
open my door, who doesn't pull out my chair. My girl is like, she's like, I love that. I want to feel like a woman. Like, I'm super controlling in a lot of parts of my life. Like, I like to feel dominant. I like to feel in control. Don't tell me what to do. But I love the fact that she treats me with respect. She protects me. She treats me like a woman. And I think that everyone should have that, and I think that any woman that's offended by that, I don't know, I feel like you should really connect with the part of somebody that wants to protect you. You should feel protected. You should feel like your partner is going to love you and protect you, and it's just a part of, I love that. I love chivalry. It's like my favorite thing. I'm passionate about it. Like, I am. I think that women now need to connect with their feminine side as well as their masculine side. You can be a feminist, but you can have someone who loves you and protects you.
Okay.
Awesome answer. No, seriously, I have to agree. Like, absolutely, chivalry is. I mean, it doesn't happen often, but I'm very appreciative when it does happen. So, I think that we should keep that alive. Like, keep doing it. Like, and it doesn't matter if you're a film opening your stud or whatever you're dating person's door. Like, do it. And same thing in hetero. Relationships. I think it should go both ways because everyone wants to feel a little good. Even if you got to open the door masculine, like, here, girl, open the door. At least you're doing it. Like, it's the act. You know what I mean? So, I'm all for it for sure.
Bianca?
It's absolutely not dead. In fact, I wouldn't date anyone that wasn't chivalrous. You need to open the door, pull out my chair, you need to be respectful, and I will do the same for you. So we go back and forth, but that's fine. But I definitely think that's a brilliant aspect to a relationship.
Okay. Savannah?
Oh, I agree. I don't even feel like you should get no kind of poontang if you ain't even pulling out no doors or even opening my. Are you serious? To me, it's dead because people don't do it. But that doesn't mean that it's actually dead. People need to do it more, and it makes you stand out nowadays if you actually can do that stuff. Because I've been on dates with people who do both. And if you're not pulling out my door, I definitely will notice it. I might not say anything, but I definitely will notice it. And if you are doing it, I'm like, okay, you're a keeper. That's an extra boost on your.
They getting that poontang.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing it, I will bring it to your attention. And
Yes.
be like,
Like,
one
you
time
didn't
to
pull my
correct
chair
that
out.
and get
And
it
still
together.
no
Yes.
poontang.
Right. And still no
It's a
poontang.
double negative.
Yes.
Y'all are hilarious.
And I think if you haven't been raised in an environment where you know what that is, research it. Because
Yes.
there are like a list of 5 major things that you do that they used to do like in the 40s and
Yeah.
the 50s and the 60s that actually are beautiful things. And
Yeah.
it's not demeaning towards women. It's
Excuse me.
Such a-
I didn't sneeze on you, by the
a
way.
beautiful thing that you do when you honor somebody.
Yeah.
Like, to me, walking on the street side, I notice that instantly.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm walking down the street and you walk on the inside and we're walking together and I get all the way down to where we're walking and you have not placed yourself on the street side, I know that you don't know. I don't know if that's picky, but I know that you
No,
don't
that's
know
cool.
proper chivalrous
Etiquette.
etiquette. I know that, and that's it. That's done for me.
But
Like, I wanna
sometimes they have to, you have to explain it to them because they may not be aware
Yeah.
of that. They may have not been around other
Right.
individuals that do things like that, or have grown up in an environment like that. So
Right.
sometimes you have to give them the opportunity to correct that and
Yeah.
let them know exactly what you're looking for.
Right.
And then if they don't fix it,
See, but that's the point. You said correct that. If
Yeah.
they correct it, then that's
Right.
the point. But if they don't, they were like, well, why are we doing this? And why? Then that's a problem,
See, to me,
for
if
sure.
I have to teach you that.
Yeah.
but you don't know what kind of
do that
women
for,
they're
like,
with.
I do that for my nieces.
Like, I'm
You know,
over it.
like
I'm
my nieces, if I'm walking with them, like I'm gonna make sure I place my body on this side so
Yeah.
that nothing happens to my little
Right.
nieces. So I would expect, but I agree.
It's like
Some
when you're
people will not-
driving, you go like that because like
Right,
you
you
know.
put
Right,
your
when
arm
you're
across,
stopping,
'cause
right.
I do that when no one's in
Even
the
though
seat.
you know
It's just my purse.
I'm just trying to play grab ass.
Oh, Michael, you okay? You good? Okay.
Y'all are hilarious. It's funny because even though I present as a boy, boys do it to me anyway. I have a friend of mine who every time we're walking down the street, she'd be like, you need to walk on the inside. I'd be looking at her like, bitch, what? Like, I don't understand. Like, why can't we both walk on-
Appreciate it, okay?
I do not appreciate it. I feel like you're trying to tell me I'm a bitch. Like, no offense. No. I think it's
I'm
different.
like, how am I supposed to take
No.
that right now?
It's different. Like, I feel like what you guys said was all valid. Like, I heard all of that. But I'm a friend and we're kind of equally yoked. And you're trying to push me to the inside. I feel like you're trying to tell me something about how you see me.
Like, one of us has to go on the inside. Who's it going to be? Is
Right.
it going to be you or me?
Right.
Who's going to dumb it down a little bit?
And then I find that also because I said it earlier, like I do date some studs, I'll open the door for them, and it'd be like a fight. They'll be standing there like I'm not walking to the door. I'm like, really? You're not gonna walk
That's
to
way
the door?
too much.
Yeah,
We're
just
all
walk.
females.
Just go. And they
like,
won't do
yes.
it. They will literally stand there. We'll be standing there at a standstill. We're just like eye to eye, just like, okay, who's going to the door? And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to the door.
Right.
That's
So-
like picking up a check.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
so you
If
got
someone
that
were
thing?
Picking up a check, do you
I walked
like,
outside. You got that?
Yeah, are you gonna pick up a check? I just think it's honoring another person, really. more than-
Right.
Yeah.
So the ladies say chivalry is not dead. We're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Next question. It says, I find that when I'm out with my girlfriend, we're both femmes, we not only get hit on by men, but also by studs. How do you handle that when you're out with your girl and you're disrespected by those who are supposed to be in your community? I find like studs are just like men. They'll be like, you haven't met the right stud / man yet.
Yeah.
You know, how do you feel about that, Savannah?
I've never had that happen. It happens with the guys for sure, but never.
But
with
you
the
don't really date
stud?
femmes.
No, I don't. I mess with them. I don't date them.
Bianca?
I don't think studs. That happens with men. I've never had it happen with a stud. But you know, we just let them know that we're together, and they, you know, try to laugh it off, and we're like, okay, and then we keep it moving. Like, bye.
Yeah. I feel like the most gay is like there's a respect level between, you know.
It's not my question.
Yeah.
Fallon?
I've had that happen to me because I technically I would prefer him to date. But
Really?
it's happened, yeah.
Really?
But it's happened. It's happened with studs.
She
It's
fucks with
happened
them,
with. It's happened with women. It's happened with men. And wait, what is it like? How do we deal with it? What is it?
Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta fucking tell them off like you would tell anybody. Like, look, chill out, sit down in a corner somewhere. This pussy ain't for you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I tend to be a little bit more rude with that. Like, I give people chances. I try to, you know, communicate with them. But a lot of times people are ignorant, like, you know, and they think because it's too feminine, like, they can disrespect it. So that's when I have to bring out that little feisty style. Like, look, no, nigga, like, go sit your ass down. Like, we don't want you. This ain't for you.
This pussy ain't for you. That's the quote for today. This pussy ain't for you.
No, seriously, and I hate to have to take it there, but sometimes, you know, it unfortunately, they don't respect femme and femme relationships, which I really think is really sad because at the end of the day, we're still women and we're still humans and we're still like in a relationship regardless of what your norm is. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it's a very fine line, but you will get slapped. Come on,
You know what it is that the guys think that it's femme on femme, so they see it as a sexual thing.
Right.
So it's just completely sex for them. It's crazy.
As long as you respect your relationship, they should respect it as well.
Azure?
I've had both, but mostly men. Yeah, and I was walking with my partner the other day downtown, and this guy came up and was like, "Do you have any fries with that shake?" It was just like all
that old 70s line.
You need to find another line.
And I laughed, and she handled it really great. But I think that she handled it awesome. But I think that I don't know. I have a hard time with it every single time because I think men don't respect, especially two women that are more feminine. They don't respect it. They think like for some reason if you're making out, because straight women make out for men, they think that you're making out for them. So
It's like
in other situations I've been like dancing on the dance floor and some guy just comes up and all of a sudden he's in like up on you or up on your partner, and I've almost gotten into fights with guys in clubs because of it. So I handle it by yelling. And shoving them onto the floor, and because heels or not, I will stab them in the face with heels.
Damn, heels or not, I will stab you in the face.
Crazy, so don't come back.
I've tried to be nice. I've tried to be like, no, get away, and the only thing they respond to is like a glass in the face or like like a
So violence and aggression is what they respond to.
Unfortunately, men don't know how to take rejection, and women generally are pretty respectful.
Yeah.
Overall, I mean, women do it on the slide.
Yeah.
They're like on the
smooth
slide,
with
like,
it.
we should be friends. We should be cool.
right.
And then they're calling you all the time and sending you texts with stupid ass emojis, and then they're trying to.
How many emojis?
Bitmojis too.
Women and men do it. They just do it in different ways. So I think you're upfront, you're honest, and you're.
I don't know. Like I've had equally the same. I've had that experience, and I didn't expect it, and it was crazy. It was like, what are you two doing to each other, like that I can't do, or like what are two femmes doing together? Like for men, I'm like we have the same anatomy. I don't know what are you talking about. So that's definitely happened to me. And I don't know. I just kind of I got frustrated when I was younger, and now I'm just kind of like. This is who I'm with, and we're just, I don't know. Sometimes you play with it, but I don't know. I get frustrated. I'm not gonna lie.
It's kind of almost like that question, like, why do you like girls? Like, why the fuck do you
Right.
like girls?
Right,
Right.
same thing. My
That's
mouth
so
waters.
Yeah.
My what?
My mouth waters.
My mouth waters.
Little nasty.
I want my mouth.
You know why
wants
it's
us.
annoying?
Your
Because
mouth
if I
waters.
was with a guy,
Yeah.
it would never be a question.
Yeah.
No other guy would ever come up and disrespect
Yeah.
your relationship and
Right.
say, "What are you doing?" or
Right,
anything like that,
right.
or "Why is this? You haven't had good dick. That's why you with this
Yeah.
guy," or anything. It would never be that question. It's just offensive, kind of, that it's with a
Yeah,
woman.
it's very offensive.
I don't think
You know?
men respect two women together if they're
Yeah.
pretty, especially.
Yeah.
If they're like two femme women,
Yeah.
they don't respect it.
It
They
becomes
have,
a
like,
sexual
shit to
object
say.
only.
Yeah.
And
Not a relationship.
It really, my partner really bothers her, and now I see the things that she sees. It really bothers me. Like,
Yeah.
So I'm more likely to start yelling and be like, "Fucking respect my relationship,"
Right.
and then I look like a crazy
Crazy,
person.
right.
And then
I'll be crazy. That's cool.
Hannah?
I haven't experienced it. I've had men, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. I get why you're looking at her also. I get it. I get it.
I was looking at it
I mean, I'm
too.
right here also, but thank you. Have a good night. That's it. I mean, usually.
And they don't give you a hard time about it.
I mean, like I said, I've been super single for a minute. No, but for my relationship as with my partner in the past, I can't think of. I'm thinking like from LA to the Bay, because Bay is like usually like femme and butch, or femme and like studs. And LA, it's like usually femme, so it's all good. But even in the Bay, I mean, in the Bay, like some girls will be like, hey. And they're like, you know.
Well, honestly, I have no input from that because none of that shit's happened to me. So next question.
Just for us.
Just for y'all. Moving on. Next question says, every time I'm attracted to a woman and approach them, they're like, I don't do studs. If we're all just women, why do some femmes only date femmes? I can be feminine sometimes, but I'm not comfortable that way outwardly. What's with the exclusion or repulsion from studs? Hannah?
Great question.
Well, you know, I thought you might ask this question here.
Okay, number one, I don't ask any questions. These are from the viewers.
Well, I mean-
Go ahead.
I look at it like the same reason why I typically don't date men or don't
Your preference,
date
right?
white women. Oh, well, I'm just saying.
They didn't say anything about that.
Well, it's a preference, my bad. She's doing better.
This is exactly her
I'm not
point,
reacting.
though.
I was
This
like,
is
go ahead, girl.
I would just clutch my pearls. Go ahead, girl.
Say what you was gonna say now, baby. I'm speaking the truth now.
It is what it is. You know, I don't like cherries. You know, I mean, like I don't like cherry soda. No, I don't care what. No, I don't want that. No.
She just don't want you.
She don't want you.
Okay? Respect the woman's choice.
It is
She
what
don't want
it is.
no.
And if you bring it to me, I'll kindly be like, oh, thank you, and not tell you like I don't like you. I'll be like, oh, thank you, nice to meet you also, and walk away nicely.
Are you
That's
gonna
it.
tell them though? Like,
I'd be
you're
like,
not my
oh,
type.
thank you
I
for
don't
the
like cherries.
and I'll- exactly.
Thank you for that.
And they gonna be like, what?
I don't like cherries.
It is what it is.
Same thing. I think it's just preference. Like even like I don't like all femmes. Like there's gonna be some that you just connect with and some that you don't. I think that we do put ourselves in a lot of boxes, but I think in general it's just what you're attracted to. Like I am attracted to feminine women, but I think all women are beautiful, and that's the end of that.
That's a great answer.
That's the end.
Yeah,
So,
right?
so where are you gonna begin at, Azure?
I think same thing. It's your preference, just like you like maybe to date a certain type of woman or a certain race of woman. I prefer androgynous women that can cross over both ways. I want you to be able to work. Yeah, fluid women.
Lord.
Oh, we're doing the word today. So yeah, no, I think it's just a preference. I don't think you should take it personally. Don't get all sensitive. If somebody just doesn't prefer you, it's because they just don't prefer you. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you.
Absolutely.
And just, go on with your business. It's no different. Like, I don't have to like a stud. I don't have to. But maybe one stud in a million I would like. Or maybe one, whatever, femme I would like. But
Right.
I have my preference just like everybody else does. And that's like asking a vegetarian Why don't you like me? You know, because I don't like it.
She don't like that shit that swings. Okay.
Hello. Well, you know, even though I prefer to date a woman, it's kind of hard in LA because of this simple thing. Like a lot of women here, they prefer being with more masculine woman and all these things. But like all the other beautiful ladies said, it's more of a preference. Personally, it's just I don't like when studs come off as like they're dudes. Like, I'm a nigga, and you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you bleeding too. We both here, like, calm your ass down, but you over here trying to, you know, make me take a certain type of role in my life, whereas I can do either or. I can be a little bit masculine, I could be very feminine, like whichever. Fluid. There you go. Like fluid. So my thing is, like, it's just really a preference, and absolutely you should not take, you know, you shouldn't take it personal, but I can't do no stud that don't know that they're a woman and are not free and comfortable with being a woman.
So you don't want them to be wearing the strap throughout the club? And
Okay, girl, no, you will get fucking tossed out. Okay, so, girl, get your ass up out of here, crazy. Like, no, absolutely not.
I know a few that will do that, wear it all day.
Oh, I know too, girl. That's another story.
Okay, it's a whole nother story for another time. It's a whole nother
I
show.
got a story for that.
Part 2.
Bianca?
Well, I agree. It is about preference. It's about what you prefer. However, I did believe that I wasn't so into studs before until a stud really showed me what that life was about.
What that life about?
So
Charles, like, can I bring you back though?
Right. So don't give up. If you want to pursue someone, show them that you
She's
can be
about that
that woman no matter how you dress. But again, it is just about preference. I wouldn't be offended if someone didn't like a femme or a STEM. Bye.
Bye, Alicia.
Yeah, it's true.
Savannah?
What was the question?
She said every time I'm attracted to a woman and approach them, they're like, I don't do studs. If we're all just women, why do some femmes only date femmes? I can be feminine sometimes, but it's not how I feel outwardly comfortable. What's with the exclusion, repulsion from studs?
Well, I wouldn't know about the repulsion, but I'm kind of like that, where like I might mess with the femme, but I only want to date the stud. I feel like it's about preference. Everybody's different.
Yeah, and again, I have no answer on that, so we're just gonna go to the next.
Why not?
Okay,
You can have an answer.
Let me read this
I
question.
want to hear from the host.
But I don't have the most.
Why do you have your preference?
But I don't have a repulsion from studs. I like women in general. Like if you can
That's how I feel like
keep my attention, I don't really care. Femme, stud, whatever. As long as you don't wear a lot of makeup. I need to know that when I go to all I need to know is that when I go to sleep with you, when I wake up, you look the same when I wake up.
Okay.
You know, so that long hair still, you got eyebrows, you got I don't want to see your clip-ons on the side of the bed. I don't want your face to be on my fucking $100 pillow.
Okay.
You know, so
I know the wrong
I'm
couple,
not-
because good thing we're not dating, because
I'm just being
I
rude.
could take one of these out right now.
You don't have no weed, so they're playing right now.
And repulsion is a very strong
That's a
word.
strong word.
That's a very
The
strong
other part was exclusion / repulsion. So I don't know. That's how that person felt. They felt like people were repulsed for them.
See, but what I go off of is that if I'm dating another femme, I feel like I wear makeup.
I'm sorry, when you date other femmes, you told me you don't like to share your
No,
makeup.
I don't. That's my thing, is that I don't want to have to share my clothes. I don't want to have to share my makeup and my jewelry. Just like, that doesn't seem right to me. Why? That's a best friend. Like, that would piss me off. Like, that would, yeah.
You know what?
So I mean,
Okay, well, I guess I don't like this.
They forced me to ask the question. My question is, I don't have an exclusion to anybody. If you're interesting, you're cool, I like to kick with you, spend time with you, I like you.
Yeah.
If I don't, I don't.
Yes.
Next question. Oh, a little drunk. So, all right. So it says, I'm in my 30s and people are still questioning me just because I'm a femme and I have a lot of stud friends. I'm not having sex with any of them. It's 2015. I'm tired of people saying femmes and studs can't be friends. What are some generalizations that you'd like to see done away with in 2016?
Who says generalization? Who says that femme and studs can't be friends?
I see it
never heard
all day.
Where?
I am in 3,000.
On Robertson?
I'm in 3,000 lesbian groups because I try to promote the show. I see it all day. Oh, I can't trust my film and her stuff because I know they fucking. I can't trust this stuff.
Well, that's a different thing. That's a relationship. That's a relationship.
It's not even a relationship. If y'all are just fucking, it's a fuck shit. It's not a relationship.
Right.
Let's not make everything is not a relationship. Like, let's
If
not
you're just
play.
fucking,
You might be my fuck buddy, but that does not make you my girlfriend.
You're on somebody's ship though. Friendship, relationship, fuck shit.
It's a fuck shit. So anyway, what are some generalizations that you'd like to see done away with in 2016?
Shit, everything, okay?
We'll start with her over there.
Clearly, we're gonna start with me because I have a lot to say. You know, honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, that's just some insecure ass shit, and you need to get over yourself and like do some fucking super soul searching and get your shit together. Because come on now, I have so many different types of friends. Like, a lot of my closest friends are more masculine, or I have a gang of like guy friends. Like, that doesn't necessarily mean that we fucked or anything, and that's probably been the biggest problem with me. Like, people think that just because I'm hanging out with a pretty person or, you know, a guy or whatever, that we automatically be like, no, absolutely not. My thing is, you need to get your shit together. You should not be tripping about who it doesn't matter who you're hanging out. If you got a friendship and that's all that really matters. And on top, what was the other thing? Something bothered me, Lord Jesus. Tell me what it was.
It was just, what are some other generalizations you'd like to see done away with in 2016?
Oh, that's what it is. I just want people to be able to live their fucking lives. Like, goddamn, everyone's so nosy and got so much to say about every goddamn thing that everybody's doing. Like, just let people live. Girl, let me have my drink. If I want to fucking put my finger up somebody's ass, let me do that. I'm just saying, like, let me be me. Let me do
Just
my
the
thing.
tip, though. Just
I don't think anybody can keep you from being you. Like, I don't see that happening.
I'm just saying, live and let live all day, every day. Literally.
Bianca?
Well, yeah, that definitely sounds like some insecurities within the relationship. It doesn't really matter if it's a stud or a femme. I do have vibes. Like, if I'm not feeling the vibe of the person you hanging out with, like you on that funny stuff, like, I have a say so on whether or not you can hang out with them or limit that amount of time. But as far as if they're labeled as a stud or a femme or any type of that, like, that doesn't matter to me.
All right, don't spend too much time. She's not feeling it.
No, sorry.
So I don't actually. Go ahead. It said, people are questioning me because I'm a femme who has a lot of stud friends. I'm not fucking any of them. It's 2015. I'm tired of people saying femmes and studs can't be friends. What are some generalizations that you'd like to see done away with in 2016?
I can't even give you any generalizations right now, but what I can say is that it feels like there's some insecurities in your relationship. That doesn't sound like a regular question to me. It sounds like maybe someone has cheated or maybe something has happened in that relationship. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, just say.
I think I'm the opposite, where I have a lot of femme friends, and so I've had girls say, "Oh, you must have messed with their girlfriends." Just because my friends are all hot doesn't mean I'm fucking them. You know what I'm saying? I got hot friends. It happens. It is what it is.
Deal with it.
Right. We are friends. We're homies, amigos, compadres. That's it. It's a wrap. It's done. Whereas my best friend from college, she's a stud, and all her friends happen to be femmes. I mean, like, yeah, I'm one of the best, her best friend. And her girlfriends have issues with me. I'm like, what? Friends of like 25 years.
So clearly those are my friends, so people want to fuck. Jessica?
Yeah, most of my friends, I have an array, but most of them are straight, to tell you the truth. And they are very feminine. I have had problems with like insecure people though, like having a problem with that. And I just don't, I can only tolerate that for so long before, I feel like it comes with maturity and age. Like, and not necessarily because you're older that you have that maturity, but I think that, you know, when I'm comfortable within me and I know who I am and I know that for me to be in a relationship, it doesn't matter, like femme, stud, whatever, like I'm with you. So if you can't handle that, we can't be together. And I'm okay with that.
Azure?
Dude, this irritates me in relationships. No, it irritates me because I don't like someone telling me who I can be friends with. Like, to me, when I start seeing somebody, I trust them right away. And your friends are my friends, and I don't have, whether it's your old girlfriend that now you are best friends with, it's not my business to tell you how to live your life. I either trust you or I don't. So I don't have a problem. I have like people that I've dated in the past that it didn't work out, and we are best friends. We are cool. And I tell people when I start seeing them, if you have a problem with that, then we will never be cool. And that's how I treat my partners. That's how I treat their friends. My partner now has people that she dated that are close friends of hers, and it's, as long as she's being respectful towards me, it's not my business to tell her what to do. And it bugs me when people are like, my friends' partners are like, well, she looks a certain way, so I don't feel comfortable if you guys are alone together. Well, shut the fuck up. Like, we're friends and we're not doing anything. Like, that shit bugs me more than anything. Like, if I'm seeing you, do not tell me what to do.
Right.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. My friends are my friends. I'm telling you the truth. Either you trust me or go date somebody else. And that's that. That shit bugs me. So
Yeah, I find it funny when people think that femmes and studs can't be friends. I'm like, what are you, 12? I don't get it.
right.
Like,
Grow up.
speaking of your ex, our mutual friend, people used to always ask me, like, people used to be like, oh, because we used to hang out all the time. I'm gonna say studdish. I'm in the middle, and she's femme, and people would be like, oh, you guys dating? Do you like her? People would ask me information like, I want to ask her out. Is that okay? I'm like, I'm not fucking her. She's looking at femmes. I'm looking at studs. She's femme for femme. I'm stud for stud. Y'all are confused like a motherfucker. Like, people just make these stupid ass assumptions, and I'm just like, and we would just be partying all the time, having a good time. And I would be like, I told her, I was like, we can't kick it no more. I was like, because all these girls think that we're dating, and that's fucking up your vibe, it's fucking up my vibe. She's like, it keeps all those studs away from me because they think we're together, and I can just hit on the femmes that I want. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's what she told me. And I was just like, okay, it works for me too.
I'm not uncomfortable at all.
You know, so this whole role playing and people can't be friends is just bullshit. Like, I'm friends with who I'm friends with. I've had friends tell me, Erin, why are all your friends so attractive? You're not that close to me because I'm not that attractive? The fuck do you mean? Like,
I would be like,
it's people project their insecurities onto
Yeah.
you, and you just can't accept that. You can't accept that energy. You can't accept that vibe. You can't let them put that shit on you.
Yeah.
Like, you need to do it your shit, and while I'm over here having a good time. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're going through, but I'm over here partying. You know what I mean? So just, do you, let people do them, and don't worry about what the fuck other people are doing.
Unless you're disrespecting. Like, if you got a friend and you don't know boundaries and you're like sitting on her lap and shit like
Too
that.
friendly.
Then that's your problem. The people I date don't do that.
No,
Like,
I don't know nothing about none of that.
my partner does not do that. She does not disrespect me, but that's different. Like, why do I have to babysit somebody? Like, either you know how to treat me or you don't.
Yeah.
I am not 20 years old.
Right, we're playing games
I am
and
not gonna say how old I am. But I am older than 20 years old. And if you don't know how to treat me, then
Yeah, I'm not babysitting anybody. I don't have time.
Yeah.
I'd rather just stop dating you. So anyway, that is a wrap on season 3. We thank all of you guys for joining us. You guys have been subscribing like with crazy numbers. You guys have been following us. We're getting like 200-300 followers a week. It's crazy.
Thank you
We
so
appreciate all your
much.
support. She thanks you so much. And just keep subscribing. Next year we will be in Atlanta. So we'll be having a new cast. We'll be in a new city. And we'll be in a city near you. So keep supporting us. See you in season 4.
Must admit we lost the love and feeling. Now you want that old thing back. Adios, bye-bye. Sayonara. Arrivederci. Don't ask why, Delina.